So we all know about the roaming lion, how Satan roams looking for who he can devour. Do we know how to kill that lion? I felt that God recently gave me a revelation to this. I was reading in 1 Samuel chapter 17, and the verse was 34. Let's start 34. But David said to Saul, "Your servant used to keep for his father sheep. And when there came a lion or a bear and took a lamb from the flock, I went after him and struck him and delivered it out of his mouth. And if he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and struck him and killed him." In another Bible version, David talks about grabbing the lion by the jaw and hitting him over the head with the club. My current one is a student study Bible, which I love. But it was when I was reading the other version where David says that he grabbed him by the jaw and hit it over the head with the club, that I realized what God was saying about these roaming lions. Roaming lions who, notice, they grab that little lamb, that little beautiful thing, that thing in us that has so much potential, that has so much life, so much joy. It doesn't say that it went for the old, haggardy looking sheep. Why does he go for the lambs? Could it be because the lambs in our lives have potential? Have so much potential, and he loves to come and just rob us of that. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. What does he come to steal, kill, and destroy? It may not be the unliving parts of our lives. It might just be the parts that spring the most joy. It might just be the good things. It may just be the parts of us that are so filled with love, with laughter, with joy, with hope. Can I suggest that it might just be the best things that he comes for? The things that have potential, because potential is dangerous to Satan. Your potential is so dangerous to Satan. And so this roaming lion who comes after the little lamb, this is how you are to defeat the roaming lion. The jaw. What is the jaw? The jaw is the words. The jaw is the words that he speaks to you. You know, those lies or that little voice or fill in the blank. That's what the jaw is. It is the words that he taunts you with, the shame that he brings by that sentence strung together of your past. That is the words, the jaw. You grab it by the jaw, you grab those words, and what do you do next? You pick up your club. Now, what is the club? The club is made of wood. Quite solid wood. Heavy wood. That's the cross. That is the salvation. That is what Jesus done for you. And then what do? So you're holding this roaming lion by its jaw, by those words, and you hit it over the head with the club, with the salvation, with what Jesus done for you at the cross. How does that look? Can I give you an example? Let's say, God, give me an example. Okay. So you had a business idea. And that little fluffy, beautiful lamb was leaping across your mind. And suddenly that roaming lion came and grabbed it in its mouth. And it said to you, "No, you're too incompetent. You couldn't possibly do that. No, you can't. You're not capable. You're not qualified. Who do you think you are? How does your response look to this? You see that very thing that he said, those very words that he used? You grab hold of that. And then you remind him that everything that he has just said is completely and utterly debunked. Because Jesus. Because Jesus has qualified you. Because God has qualified you, because the work of the cross, because of the sacrifice of the Lord, because of the blood that was shed for you. It's invalid. Those words are invalid. That statement is non-existent. And that I believe is how you defeat the roaming lion. When he comes to chew on you, to kill, steal, and destroy something wonderful in your life with potential. You grab those words and you hit him around the head with the club that is Christ, with the club that is the cross, with what he has done for you, which makes those words invalid. I pray that this has been a revelation to you as it was to me. I've read this verse so many times and I have never seen this. Never seen this. I thank God that he is a good father, that he loves his children. He loves us. He loves you. He loves me. And he wants good things for us. Good things can come in the parcels of knowledge. What does he say? My people die for lack of knowledge. God, let us not be people who die from lack of knowledge. What a waste, right? Anyways, I hope it's been a blessing to you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying. Like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more.